I was wondering, could you introduce yourself in a couple of words?
Yes, I'm Marta Montero-Sieburth from Latin America, originally from Mexico and Costa Rica, transplanted to the United States, former professor of Harvard and former professor of the University of Massachusetts in Boston, and then transplanted to the Netherlands, where I teach at the University of Amsterdam in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology.
Okay, thank you very much. I was wondering, which messages or lessons would you take home from this conference?
I think we need to really start thinking of how the schools embrace a lot of the grassroots and civil society efforts as their own instead of having them on the outside. I think that schools really need to be reformed in the way that they perceive children who are different, whether they're called migrants or not, and to realize that any kind of educational change is probably educational change for the better of all children.
Okay, we're here in the Flemish Ministry of Education. If I were the Flemish Minister of Education, what kind of advice or policy advice would you give me right now?
Please stop tracking children at the age of 12 and make it possible for more choices to be made. Do uh, you know, uh, programs that allow the children to be almost learners early on by working with in different fields, have them taste what medicine might look like, what education might look like, have them do some internships before they make the choice on what track they should go. And I think we should detrack schools entirely.
And in these reforms, what do you see is the role of civil society organizations?
I think they need to stress that the children come back into the community with the knowledge base that they acquire, and that there not be brain drain, but rather brain gain. And therefore, I think that any child that goes to school in Belgium, of which I'm a little part because my grandmother came from Leuven, yeah, so I'm speaking to my Flemish part too here. I would want to see that the children have the best of opportunities. And the only way is that civil society become part of the discussion of change of policy.